Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Autumn. I'm doing something a little bit differently today. I'm going to do a bullet journal setup. Now, I don't want to turn this into a habit because when I bullet journal, it's usually just for me, but I'm really excited about the theme that I chose for the new year. I still haven't chosen what January will be. I know. Get it together, but I'll figure it out. I usually work best under pressure, the last minute. Oh, popped an idea. So yeah, we'll get right into the video. So I have here the Archer and Olive notebook. It's the 160 pages and it's like the 160 GSM ultra thick paper. I got it in a maroon color, and so I was going to do the color of the year, but the color of the year this year is like some aqua color, and I did blue last year, so I decided let's just switch it up and let's do something maroon. So my theme colors are maroon, pink, and like tan and black, just keeping it simple for the very beginning. So for the very first part, I always make sure that I put my name. And what I've been doing since my last journal is giving my journal a name. So last year my journal's name was Arthur. So this one seemed to be giving me Salem vibes, like the Salem witch trials and how historically crazy that was. So yeah, this year has been really crazy, so I figured that 2021 is going to be much better, so let's just name it Salem. Plus, I think that's a very pretty name for a girl. And so the theme that I have for this year is paper planes and clouds. And the reason I went with this theme is because this year, 2020, has been kind of hard for everybody, I feel. But I feel like if we can just head towards the sky and think positively, you never know what direction you're going to fly into, like a paper plane. You think you're going to go straight, but you end up curling backwards and now you're somewhere else. And I feel like 2021 is going to do that for us. So this first page here, I'm just going to basically put 2021. And then I'm going to do the key page. Now, I wanted to make sure that everything's not super perfect. I usually go through and retrace everything, but for some of the elements for this bullet journal, I didn't want it to be super perfect, just because if 2020 has taught us anything is that nothing is perfect and crap happens. So I wanted this to reflect what I've learned this year as far as nothing being perfect. And yeah, my doodles aren't the best and I can't draw exactly, but yeah, this is what it is. That opened my eyes to the world and its passing time. So most people put whatever they need to in their key. I usually put like the basic stuff. I know some people are so good at this that they don't need a key, but me, I just feel like it just brings everything together if I have a key. That I happen to give a second look. It was humor and heartbreak and something in between. The most beautiful one I'd ever seen. And so the next page is a page that I adopted from Amanda Rach Lee, which is her grid spacing cheat sheet. And this thing is so helpful. Oh my God. I don't have to recount every time I want to do a different setup throughout the months. I only have to do this page once and I can look back at it, and it's amazing. So if you guys want to know how to do this, I recommend you watch her video because she does this and it's the best thing. Like, I don't know if she originated it, but it's amazing. And the next page is also a page that I adopted from a YouTuber. I think her name is Plant Based. I don't know. There's a bunch of them. But basically, it's just a bunch of words that describe the year. So you're going to have like a word that describes 2020 and something that you're proud of, a habit to cut, and just whatever you feel like putting in these boxes, you can put them there. And then throughout the year, this gives you a reason to flip back and write out how you're feeling. And then at the bottom here, I put the goals that I want to work on for work, personal, and then social media, because I kind of want to be more active on social media. Even though social media is the worst, I do want to be a lot more active. So I'm going to write out my goals throughout the year down here and track them, as well as tracking my feelings about the year. So this next page is a vision board. Now, usually I don't do vision boards. I try to stay away from them, but I've seen and heard so many people talk about how it works for them and that having a vision board has made things come into fruition for them. So I kind of want to give a shot and put it in something that I feel comfortable with. So I'm putting it in my bullet journal, and I'll probably just fill it out later. And so the next page is something that I'm kind of doing a little differently than other people. Most people have a future log and then they'll have like their life in Polaroids. I'm marrying the two. And so I'm doing a future log with my Polaroid setup. So I do have a Polaroid printout camera that I go through, and throughout the year I'll take a picture or something from my phone and I'll print it out. Anything that's memorable. This year we didn't do too much, but I do have a few memories from this year. But next year I plan on having a ton of memories. And so what I will do is tape that picture in the maroon box, and then in the tan box is kind of like an overview of the month, like what I have going on that month, or if there's something that needs to poke out, or if there's a birthday that I need to remember for that month. That's where I'd put it in this future log-esque situation. And so now you're seeing me put all of the numbers in. Now this is super tedious and my handwriting sucks, so sometimes I can't exactly tell what day is what. But when you have a good song on and a candle lit and you're just chilling, this is kind of therapeutic. You just kind of sit there and do numbers. For the sake of like my sanity, I only put 6 months in, and that's what you're going to see me do the last 2 months, June and May and June, in this last half of the setup, because usually by the time I hit July, I'm moving on to a different book anyway. So and even if I have enough pages, the way my OCD is set up, I cannot have more than 6 in a book, more than 6 months in a book. I don't care. It just, the symmetry is what I love the most. So my final page is a quote page, something that I kind of wanted to reflect on throughout the year. And it says, "What good are wings without the courage to fly?" And so this poked out to me because I feel like 2020 was full of apprehension and fear. And although a lot of us have much reason to be in fear because this is a pandemic, I feel like it's good to think about the future in a positive way. So the courage to get through this and, have faith in yourself that you'll be able to get through this is kind of what I'm portraying in this quote. And as you can see here, I'm not very good at calligraphy, so what I'll do is I'll trace what I want to write and then I'll fill it in, and it still looks pretty good. I just don't have the time to practice calligraphy with my jobs and everything, so tracing is just a lot easier to me. I really don't care if it's not authentic or not, but it's just easy. And at this point, my camera dies, so I'm just gonna show you guys the final flip through. And as I have stated, I don't have a theme set for January. I know it's just a few more days until January, but I don't have anything. So if you have anything, just let me know. So I hope you guys liked what that looked like. It's pretty simple. It's very inspirational to me anyway. I do think that maybe I might put up January, but honestly, who knows, because I might not think of a theme in time. But if you liked this video, please comment, like, and share. And if you have a theme idea for January, it's never too late to tell me. I do my best work at the last minute. So, thank you.